today in Port St. Joe, Florida, technically on Cape San Blas, and we're going to be fishing with this, what is called a Dr. Goofy jig, and some live shrimp. Got a big old live shrimp on here. We're going to just rig it once through the middle, and then that secondary hook just runs through the tail. To be completely honest with you guys, I don't think this is how you're supposed to use this jig, but it is what has worked in the past. So we're gonna keep trying, because don't fix it if it ain't broken. So we got the shrimp rigged up there. High tide is coming in right about now, so we're just gonna start casting away and see if we can get something. Right now I'm fishing this jig, kind of like a Ned rig or a drop shot. Just letting it sink all the way down to the bottom, jigging it up once or twice, letting that jig do the work. Oh, and we're hooked up here. So, feels like a nice size fish here. Not putting up too crazy of a fight, and it looks like it's going to be a little black drum. So I'm going to get down by the water here. Yep, and that's exactly what it is. It is a black drum. Going to make sure he doesn't get stuck in those cracks there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab my landing net. To make my life a little bit easier. I'm actually in a pretty safe spot for landing this fish compared to some of the other shoreline areas. And we got him up in the net here. Nice little black drum here to start us off. So he's going to be a little bit small. Let's see here. Black drum is going to be 12 or 14 to 24. I don't think he's going to make the cut. Forgot my measuring tool here, so we just have a plain ruler, and actually he is going to make the cut. I think just barely going to be 14, and if he is, he's going in some fish tacos later. So let's get that hook out. He was hooked pretty well there. So fish on here. Red.
Okej. Okay. Ten może być śliski. Tam to będzie wszystko.
To możesz tutaj... Nie będzie chyba wymiarowy. No. Sea trout. Nie wiem właśnie, coś tutaj nic Dzień. No właśnie o tym myślałem. Jeszcze tego shrimpsa rzucę.
Może do defensji, albo może to był kolor tej wody, nie wiem czy może taki ciemny. Wczoraj była taka fajna, wiesz, zielonkawa, a dzisiaj taka brązowa. Nie mamy Sentries już, nie?
Może Sentries teraz to? No.
Duży?
Nie wiem właśnie. O, flounder. O! Tu. O. O, kurde. O. Alright, we got one on. Looks like it is a redfish. Let's go grab our... Yeah, it looks like it is a redfish. Or a red drum, as some people may call it. Landing a fish on these rocks is really sketchy, but some of the fish we catch here, it's 100% worth it. All right, so we got a nice little redfish landed. Hook popped out right in the net. We're gonna go ahead and measure him, and then probably release him back in the water. All right, so this guy's about 14.5 inches. So let's go ahead and get a release on him real quick. Wszystko? To co to mogło być? Mały rekin myślisz, czy nie?
Nie wiem, co od razu przyczułem, ani przyciąłem i nie popadłem się od razu tego. Czułem branie, przyciąłem i go.
Dziwne. Będziesz musiał wstąpić do Blue Water, żeby więcej tych
Tutaj to podobnie czułem, ale co, wystawiłem. Założę do tego,
To wtedy najwięcej łapaliśmy na te pompano rigs, podwójne shrimpsy albo jeden shrimps, jeden i dobrze brały wtedy. To też nie jest plecionka, to pewnie po tych kamieniach, po tym wszystkim to... No. Ale coś małego chyba. Flounder. O, to fajne flounder.
Dobra, o, to duża. Duża jest. To nie nawet miarowa.
Pewnie tak.